What's up guys, and welcome back to Thene's Garage. In today's video we're going to be looking at these two mini bikes I just picked up. Let's get right into it. These are the two Honda Z50s that I just picked up. The monkey bikes, I think is what people call them. I got super lucky on this. My neighbor called me and asked if I wanted some mini bikes, and I said not really. I don't think I need any more projects right now. And he said, are you sure? They're free. And so then I was like, oh man, sure, why not? And then come to find out it was his relative who was getting rid of these, and they were the original owners who bought them. So they bought them. This one is either a 69 or 70. It's somewhere in between there. It doesn't, I've done a little research, but it looks like it doesn't have the silver tag. It has the black tag. So I think it's a 70, I think. And this one, I believe, is a 74. Now, when I went and picked them up, the blue one was outside, like kind of underneath a lean-to. It was in cover, but it was outside. And this one was in a garage. And supposedly they've been garage kept their entire lives, but they have been ridden very hard. They went through multiple generations of kids riding these things. So I'm just going to go over real quick all the things that we have here and what they got going on, and show you guys what we're working with. So I think we'll take a look at this 6970 first, because it's kind of my favorite. I really like the blue on it. And this was pretty dirty. It still is really dirty. It has several issues. One, this kickstart here. Now, I will say I have messed with this one a little bit. It does get spark. The ignition coil here just comes right out of the boot, but it does get spark whenever the kickstart was working, which I didn't realize it was messed up. And they actually have drilled a hole straight through the shaft here. But it broke on me while I was trying to kickstart it and check it. But again, that's whatever. Something I could fix. I did look up, you have to pull and split the cases just to put a new shaft in there. So I thought about either welding this for the time being or just doing it and replacing it. But that's to come. What else is on here? It gets spark. The fuel tanks are pretty banged up. They have pretty big patch jobs on them. The carburetor, I believe both of them are aftermarket, like Chinese carburetors on both of these things. I did get an extra Chinese carburetor. I do believe that's I mean, it doesn't have any kind things on there. But as you can see, look at this tank here. It's definitely seen some better days. It looks like it's been rode hard. And again, like I said, I think it's been through 3 or 4 generations of kids riding on this. Mismatching screws on there. I don't know if these are the original heads or what. And you see the case over here is cracked and busted. Got some cracks here from probably laying this thing over. The handlebars are bent, like pretty bad. The brakes do work, surprisingly. Tires are flat. The front one has actually held air since I put air into it, which is nice. But the back tire, they're dry rotted and run flat. This one does seem to have more compression than this one. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the 74. What I'm assuming is a 74. This one does have an air filter on it, and it's aftermarket along with the carburetor. But this one, the fuel tank is way worse. When I picked it up, it was already leaking. So more than likely, I'm probably going to buy new fuel tanks for these things. I couldn't find one exactly like this. It was a little bit more difficult, but I'm sure I'll be able to find one. This kickstart here does work. Well, it's in gear now, but let's see. Let's put it all the way up. All the way up is neutral, which you wouldn't think, but it is. Let's see here. I mean, it has compression, and it does make spark. I have checked it, but obviously it's not going to start. The fuel line is not hooked up. And again, like I said, this fuel tank is trash. It was leaking everywhere when I first picked it up. There was some nasty fuel in there. So I'll probably be getting a new tank for this if I can find one. There's like steel stick, JB Weld stuff underneath here. Again, and the cases are cracked on this one just the same, but it has compression and it has spark. So there's that. It does shift. Both of them shift through all the gears okay. This one, the seat is loose. He did give me the bolts for it, which is nice. The kickstand's a little wonky, needs to be tightened up. This is just gonna be a quick overview on these things. I'm pretty excited because my son is getting big enough now where he can almost ride one of these. So I think by the time I get these things fixed up to where I want them, I think he'd be able to ride one. At least ride it with me until he's big enough to ride one. I definitely don't think I'm gonna get rid of these things. The guy who gave these to me also gave me this shop manual, which is pretty sweet. I mean, I've never had a shop manual before. I always look everything up on the internet. So this is kind of nice having this thing. This obviously looks like it's for the 6970 version, which the motors are basically all the same. So I've not actually looked through this thing yet, but it's pretty nice. So I'll be glad to have this. Now, if you guys know anything about these things, please let me know. I'm not sure which one to start on first. I kind of want to start on this one just because I really like the blue. But this one was in a garage, so it wasn't outside. I know first thing first, I definitely want to pressure wash them and clean them up because they are both really dirty, and I don't think they've ever seen a bath. This one too, the handlebars are also bent. So both of the handlebars are bent. They both need quite a bit of work, but I think I could probably get them running pretty easy. Like I said, this one has spark, compression, and the fuel in this one, the fuel tank is not leaking. I think if I just fix that kickstart there and figure out a way to do that, I bet you I could get this thing running no problem. This one does not have rear suspension, and that one does. Just another thing I thought maybe I'd mention. So again, if anyone has any information on these, I'm still looking stuff up about them. And unfortunately, I can't start working on these things until I finish out some of my other projects because I'm just having too many things going at once. So my plan right now is to keep these in the garage. I got to finish out this 400EX. I only need a few things left on it so that it's rideable and I don't have to worry about it. Like mechanically wise, it should be good to go. Cosmetically though, there's a lot of things I'm going to do to it eventually, and that's going to be progressed later on the channel, as you see here. And then obviously what I really want to do is work on the Warrior, the Yamaha Warrior that I got before these things, so that way I can get that done, get that motor back there out of here, and essentially hopefully sell it and make some money on it so I could potentially use that to fund these things. If you could see, that one does have a key right there. I could not find a key on this one. And neither of them have a spot for a battery. Sorry, neither of them have a battery. They have spots, at least that one does, for a battery. So, hello, cat. All right, that's going to be the end of this one, guys. I just wanted to give a little introduction to these monkey bikes. I've owned 2 bikes in the past, but they were never anything like these little vintage ones, and I'm pretty excited for these things. So if you guys know anything about these, which I'm sure there's people out there that do, or if there's any tips, tricks, any hints, anything like that that I should know or you know, mess with before I start tinkering with these things, please let me know down below. And if you want to follow along with these 2 builds, consider subscribing because I will be posting content with these things pretty soon. Again, like I said, I have to finish out this Warrior project. I'm tired of it sitting in my backyard and I need to get it out of here and sold. I want to get this motor tore down. So that's probably going to be the next thing. So these things will be on the back burner, but believe me, I want to start working on them because, I mean, they're pretty sweet. I would love to do like a full restoration on this blue one. I love the blue color. Blue's my favorite color. But anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any information, let me know down below. Hope you have a good one. Bye.